Can we put the email on towards the end or the whole time?
I think it'll be on.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Corum's Corner. We're excited to be back on the air. We've got some fun things happening, so I'm going to turn some time over to Corum, and he's going to tell you some things that he's got planned and about the email you just got.
Okay. Yeah. So I just sent out an email to everybody. As you all know, we're back. Corum's Corner is back for the rest of the school year. It gives about 6 weeks. And I sent an email out, just kind of a questionnaire for all the students to see what you'd like to see in the next 6 weeks. There are a couple of options we can do. I have some ideas in my head about doing more videos outside of the studio and then bringing them into the studio just to emphasize different mental health strategies, ways to help us cope. But overall, it's all about benefiting you. So that's why I want your thoughts, your opinions on it. Let us know what we can do to make things better. And you can think outside of the box. Just throw your ideas out there. Fill out the questionnaire. And also, we put my email down here. So that way, if you want to contact me directly, you can just send me an email at corum.hughes@nebo.edu. And so, yeah, so Mr. Peary.
So this is what I would say for today. We did this at the beginning of the year, so it's been a good 6 months since we've gone over some of these things. I was visiting with a student last week a little bit and kind of reviewing some of the things that he had gone over earlier in the year, and we tend to forget. So maybe go over some strategies that help us if we're feeling a little anxious before a test or something. How can we regroup and get back into the present? We talked about, I think your definition I really liked before was anxiety is when we're focused too much on the future. Depression is we're focused too much on the past. How do we get back into the present? So maybe share with us some strategies to help get back in the present when we're stressed out.
Yeah, so the mindfulness. I don't know if you remember, I brought my rocks back. Still have rocks. Some people have come and they've picked some rocks out as kind of just more of a grounding thing, something you can just have, kind of fiddle with. You look at it, it's got a lot, different designs. And so these are straight from the beach. So you are welcome to come down to my office, grab one of these, and just kind of have it in your pocket, have it in your backpack. Yeah. And then also we went over breathing techniques. If you remember the 4-7-8, that's a technique I like. It's just we breathe in for 4 seconds, we hold it for 7 seconds, and then we slowly blow it out for 8 seconds. So let's all do that together, okay? So Mr. Peary will be my subject, and I will count it off.
Here we go.
Okay, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, and ready, and breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now slowly blow it all out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's good. It really does.
It really helps.
Yep.
I know there's a lot of times that I'm sitting there, I'm kind of getting tense, and if I just stop and just slowly breathe, it helps us calm down before a test, before anything really, before a date, anything you want to do. It helps keep us in the present, right? We don't want to be in the past. We don't want to be in the future. We want to be in the here and now, and that's something you can do that a couple times, but. Remember, once again, the breathing, what it does, right? A lot of times our shallow breathing, our brain is not getting the oxygen that it needs. And so our frontal lobe will kind of slow down a little bit. And so by our breathing exercises, we can get that oxygen back to our frontal lobe so we can function as a proper human and less of an animal. Right? We don't want to function on our instincts, our animal instincts. We want to function on our cognitive behaviors, our cognitive decision-making skills. We want to be in our frontal lobe.
Are there any other suggestions that can help us just get back to where we're in a good state of mind?
And a lot of times too, our anxiety. We see a lot of anxiety today, and anxiety is normal. To a certain point, it's normal. It's okay. And I think we just need to feel, hey, I'm going to feel this before a test. I'm going to be stressed a little bit, and that's okay. Don't freak out. Sometimes we think, oh, I'm feeling anxious, and that makes us more anxious. But a lot of times we need to expose ourselves to those anxieties, right, to the stressors, and if we push through them, then we're able to become better.
So one of the things that we just got through talking about, we met was the admin team and the counselors trying to go through the rest of the year for the seniors. So maybe some advice to the seniors. I'll give some, maybe you can give some. It seems like we have a tendency of procrastinating, putting off what we can do later, what we should be doing today, and that gets us in trouble, especially as we start counting credits for graduation and citizenship grades and everything. So give us some strategies on how we can make things, I mean, maybe a to-do list or something. How do we get to where we do the most important things at the most important time?
Well, I would suggest, and maybe now, or if you have a study hall, sit down and write a list of the things you need to get done. If your goal is graduation, if your goal is college, what are the things you need to get done, and then prioritize them. The list could be 20, and then focus on the top 2. And just get those done, and just focus on those 2 things, and then move forward from there. Because a lot of times when we have a lot of things to do, as we approach, and we see, like if I'm going to clean my room, I walk in, it's just a mess, and if I focus on the whole thing, the whole picture, it's hard to get it done. But if we narrow it down and just kind of like a telescope, if we just focus on one thing at a time and see that we accomplish it, it also gives us some motivation. And we're out of time, huh?
Wow, that went quickly.
That went really quick.
All right, we'll be back next Wednesday. Tomorrow we'll have counselors coming on to give you some tips too. So thanks for all you do, and go Skyhawks! Woo!